Ludwig Pastor, later Ludwig von Pastor, Freiherr von Campersfelden, was a German historian and a diplomat for Austria. He became one of the most important Roman Catholic historians of his time and is most notable for his history of the popes. He was raised to the nobility by the Emperor Franz Joseph I in 1908. Early life. Born in Aachen, Pastor attended a Frankfurt gymnasium, where his teacher was Johannes Jansen. Born to a Lutheran father and a Catholic mother, Pastor was converted to Catholicism at 10, after his father's death. Pastor studied in 1875 at Leuven, in 1875-76 at Bonn, where he became a member of the student corporation Arminia, and in 1877-78 at Vienna. Pastor taught at the University of Innsbruck, first as a lecturer, then as professor of modern history. His dissertation was titled Die kirchlichen Reunionsbestrebungen waren der Regierung Karls V. Pastor edited his mentor Jansen's 8-volume Geschichte des deutschen Volks and published it from 1893 to 1926. History of the Popes. Jansen had made him aware of Leopold von Ranke's History of the Popes. This determined the field he would take for his own, becoming in a sense a Catholic anti-Ranke. His approach was that the apparent shortcomings of the papacy have reflected flaws of the times. Pastor consulted archives throughout Catholic Europe and, during his first trip to Italy in 1881, his seriousness ensured the patronage of Pope Leo XIII, who opened to him the contents of the Vatican Library, which had previously been held unavailable to scholars. The result of his research was his Geschichte der Papstzeit dem Ausgang des Mittelalters in 16 volumes. The opus magnum was subsequently translated into English and published as History of the Popes from the close of the Middle Ages. Pastor decided to begin his work with the papacy of Pope Clement V and the onset of the Avignon papacy, so that he could concentrate his research on surviving documents. His dispassionate and frank papal history concentrated on individual popes rather than on the developments of papal institutions. Pastor's tomes spanned the pontificates of 56 popes, from Clement V to Pius VI. He combined the Roman Catholic sympathies necessary for dealing with such a life's work with painstaking scholarship and erudition. He was granted privileged access to the secret Vatican archives, and his history, largely based on hitherto unavailable original documents, superseded all previous histories of the popes in the period he covered, which runs from the Avignon papacy of 1305 to Napoleon's entrance in Rome, 1799. Pastor began his work in 1886 and wrote throughout the pontificates of Leo XIII, Pius X, Benedict XV and Pius XI, publishing 15 volumes. The 16th and final volume was published posthumously in 1930. The English translations were published between 1899 and 1953. The work remains a standard in academia. Academic memberships, honors and offices. In 1901, Pastor was appointed director of the Austrian Historical Institute in Rome, which he headed until his death. He also was a member of the Emperor Franz Joseph Academy in Prague, corresponding member of the Society Columbaria in Florence, member of the Papal Academy in Rome, of the Academy of Krakow, and the Académie Royale d'Archéologie de Belgium in Antwerp. He achieved an honorary membership of the Academy of St. Luke in Rome, an honorary doctorate at the University of Leuven, a membership in the historical section of the Gauss Society, He received the positions of Commander of the Papal Order of St. Sylvester Pope and Martyr, of Knight of the Papal Order of St. Pius IX, of Commander of the Austrian Order of Franz Joseph and of the Royal Italian Order of Saints Maurice and Lazarus. Emperor Francis Joseph I elevated him to the nobility, creating him Freiherr von Campersfelden in 1908. In 1921 he was appointed the Republic of Austria's ambassador to the Holy See, and died in Innsbruck in 1928. According to Collins and Lapierre's The Historical Book is Paris Burning, his grandson Eric Pastor played a key role in preventing the destruction of Paris by the Nazis in 1944. Selected volumes online. All 40 volumes of the History of the Popes are available from the Internet Archive. Volumes I to VI translated and edited by Frederick Ignatius Antrobus. Volumes 7 to 24 by Ralph Francis Kerr. Volumes 25 to 34 by Ernest Graff and Volumes 35 to Lux by E. F. Peeler. The publishers vary and include K. Paul, Trench Trubner and Amp Co., Rutledge and K. Paul.